Imagine a future where speed doesn't scream, it whispers power. Imagine a Ferrari that doesn't just race on tracks but redefines how luxury moves in 2027. This is not just a car. This is Ferrari's vision of tomorrow. In 2027, Ferrari steps beyond traditional limits, not to replace its racing soul but to evolve it. This new Ferrari concept is designed for a world where performance, intelligence, and luxury must coexist perfectly. From the very first glance, the 2027 Ferrari feels alive. The body doesn't look assembled, it looks grown. Every curve flows like liquid metal sculpted by wind itself. The front fascia is sharp, aggressive, yet clean. No unnecessary lines, no visual noisy. Ferrari's iconic identity remains, but refined, calmer, more confident. The headlights are razor-thin, stretching like focused eyes in the dark. Not flashy, predatory. They adapt automatically, reading the road, traffic, and weather in real time. As you walk closer, the paint reacts subtly to light under the sun. It glows deep crimson. Under shadows, it darkens, almost black. Ferrari engineers call this adaptive visual depth, but drivers simply call it art. This doesn't announce itself loudly. It lets silence do the talking. Now step inside. The door opens upward, smoothly, silently. No drama, just precision. As you enter, the cabin welcomes you like a private jet designed by Italian artists. There is no clutter, no unnecessary buttons. Everything exists for a reason. The interior is wrapped in sustainable Italian leather, combined with carbon fiber and brushed aluminum. The seats adjust automatically to your posture, heart rate, and driving mode. Yes, this Ferrari reads you. The dashboard isn't a screen, it's an experience. A curved holographic display floats naturally in front of the driver, showing speed, navigation, vehicle, health, and performance data without overwhelming the senses. The passenger has their own interactive display, turning the journey into a shared experience. And the steering wheel, it still feels like Ferrari, tight, purposeful, alive, but now it's smarter. Touch-sensitive controls respond instantly. Every input feels intuitive, like the car already knows what you want before you do. Start the engine. There's no roar at first, just a low, deep pulse, a heartbeat. This is Ferrari's next-generation hybrid performance system, a fusion of electric precision and combustion emotion. When cruising, it's quiet, smooth, refined, but when you press the accelerator, the beast wakes up. Power flows instantly. No lag, no hesitation. The acceleration pins you gently, confidently, as if the road itself is pulling you forward. 0 to highway speed feels effortless, almost unreal. Ferrari didn't build this for reckless speed. They built it for controlled dominance on open roads. The suspension adapts in milliseconds, reading terrain, curves, and road texture. Sharp turns feel flat. Long drives feel effortless. This Ferrari is not tiring, it's energizing. And then there's the intelligence of the 2027. Ferrari uses advanced AI driving assistants, not to replace the driver but to enhance them. The system learns your driving style, adjusting throttle, response, braking sensitivity, and steering feedback accordingly. Drag aggressively, and it sharpens. Drag calmly, and it smooths out. It's not control, it's collaboration. As night falls, the interior lighting shifts automatically. Soft ambient glows follow the cabin lines, creating a calm, focused atmosphere. The sound system, tuned specifically for Ferrari's cabin acoustics, delivers stereo-quality audio without distortion. Even at high speeds, this Ferrari understands something important. Luxury isn't about showing off. It's about how it makes you feel. On long journeys, fatigue detection systems monitor your alertness, suggesting rest or adjusting cabin conditions to keep you sharp. Climate control adapts per seat, per body temperature. Everything works quietly in the background because the real star is the drive. This 2027 Ferrari isn't chasing trends. It isn't trying to be futuristic for attention. It's built for a new generation of drivers who want emotion, intelligence, and elegance, all in one machine. And this is only the beginning. In Part 2, we'll explore performance evolution, driving modes, and real-world use, how Ferrari balances tradition with the future, why this could be Ferrari's most important design shift ever. Ferrari has always been about one thing above all else: emotion, not just speed, not just design, but that moment when a machine makes you feel alive. And in 2027, Ferrari doesn't abandon that philosophy, it evolves it, because the world has changed. Drivers want performance, yes, but they also want intelligence, comfort, control, and meaning behind the machine they drive. Ferrari understands this better than anyone. That's why the 2027 Ferrari doesn't force you to choose between raw power and refined living, it gives you both. Let's talk about how this Ferrari actually behaves on the road, not on paper. Not in marketing, but in real life. The driving modes are where Ferrari's future becomes truly clear. There's a mode for pure performance, sharp throttle response, aggressive steering feedback, and a suspension that hugs the road like it's glued. This is Ferrari at its most focused. The kind of driving that makes your palms sweat in your hard race. But then there's comfort mode. And this is where things change. In comfort mode, the Ferrari transforms. The ride becomes smooth, quiet, almost effortless. Long highway drives feel calm, stable, and relaxing. Road noise fades. Vibrations disappear. You forget you're in a machine capable of extreme performance. Until you touch the accelerator again. That instant response reminds you this is still a Ferrari. The brilliance lies in the balance. Ferrari engineers designed this car so you can drive it every day, not just on weekends. Through traffic, through cities, through long-distance journeys, without sacrificing the soul that makes Ferrari. And then there's the handling. This 2027 Ferrari doesn't fight the driver. It listens. The steering is light when you want comfort, tight when you want control. The chassis communicates the road clearly, but never aggressively. Every corner feels predictable, confident, secure. It doesn't try to impress you with chaos. It impresses you with confidence. Now let's talk about safety, because this Ferrari takes a different approach. Instead of intrusive alerts and annoying interventions, Ferrari's systems operate quietly. They assist only when needed. Lane awareness, adaptive braking, collision prevention, all calibrated to respect the driver. Ferrari doesn't believe in replacing the human behind the wheel. They believe in enhancing them. That's why even the driver assistance systems feel natural. They support without controlling. They protect without interrupting the driving experience. This is Ferrari's answer to the modern world. And now, the interior experience. During long journeys, imagine driving for hours yet stepping out refreshed. Which seats continuously adjusts micro-movements to reduce fatigue. Lumbar support shifts subtly during long drives. Climate zones adapt automatically based on sunlight, body heat, and outside temperature, even the air inside. The cabin is monitored and filtered for purity. You don't notice these systems working. You just feel better. The cabin acoustics deserve special attention. Ferrari worked with sound engineers to design a space where silence feels intentional. Road noise is reduced, but engine character remains present when desired. Music sounds rich, deep, immersive. Phone calls are crystal clear. Even at speed. This Ferrari understands modern life. Connectivity is seamless. Navigation updates live. Traffic prediction adapts your route before congestion even appears. Charging systems are fast, efficient, and designed for both daily use and long trips. Everything feels thought through. But Ferrari didn't stop at technology. They focused on identity. This 2027, Ferrari still carries the racing DNA in its posture, proportions, and response. You can feel decades of motorsport history beneath the surface. The car doesn't forget where it came from, it simply chooses where it's going. And where it's going is a future where luxury and performance no longer compete. They coexist. This Ferrari is for drivers who want speed but don't want stress. For those who want luxury but don't want boredom. For people who appreciate design but demand purpose. And then there's the emotional side. Driving this Ferrari isn't loud or aggressive by default. It's confident, controlled, mature. Doesn't need to prove itself, because its presence already does. You feel it when people look. You feel it when the road opens. You feel it when the drive ends. And you don't want to get out. That's the magic Ferrari refuses to lose. In 2027, Ferrari isn't chasing electric trends blindly. It's not copying anyone. It's doing what Ferrari has always done, building machines that make people feel something deeper than speed. This Ferrari isn't about domination, it's about connection. Connection between driver and machine, between tradition and innovation, between past glory and future vision. And that's why this 2027 Ferrari matters. Because it proves that the future doesn't have to be cold, silent, or soulless. It can still be emotional, still be beautiful, still be Ferrari. And this is just the beginning of what's coming next.